leather gloves, we're slapping in hams. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer that circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Hey, good evening, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Laughter Saves Lives Live here on Strong Island Television in Paradise Studios in beautiful downtown. That's your line. Massapequa, New York. What happened? What happened?
Massapequa. I started to say it.
Oh, Massapequa, New York. Tonight's show is brought to you by the law firm of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community. We are back. I am on the meds, people. I've been talking about it for a week. Today, Johnny started the ADD meds. This morning, Roseanne called me, asking me all kinds of questions about my medications. What did I say, Roseanne? HIPAA.
Which doesn't count. He doesn't know how HIPAA works at all.
There for everything.
He has no idea. I know, you do.
Non-medical stuff. People are asking me, hey, can you take care of this HIPAA? So let me tell you something. I think
it's working great.
I think I built a house today. I was on fire. You know what it is? I was very focused, like it's supposed to be.
Okay.
You know, I took it 9 o'clock in the morning. Very focused. Vyvanse is the medication. HIPAA, Vyvanse, but I'm on what I call the no frills version.
The generic.
I call it no frills. The generic version. All right. Difference between $424 and $100. $425. You know, so I waited a few weeks and figured it all out. But I don't know what's going to happen. I know somebody who's on these meds. She swears they've changed her life.
Okay.
Because you know me, I'm all over the place.
A little bit.
I know, too much.
You'll text me on Messenger, then you text me on the phone.
I know.
Then you send me an email.
I know.
And I'm like, pick a mode.
And I was like, I wanted to be festive tonight. This is what the ADD, I wanted to be festive tonight. So I wanted, us to wear, something tonight, And in my head, I'm assuming that she understands tonight. And I called her this morning and I said, Roseanne, what are you wearing? And she goes, what? And then she said, well, I got on I go, no, wait a second. I mean, tonight. And she starts, you know what I mean? Tonight I meant Roseanne. She goes, why didn't you say that? Because I'm an idiot. It was in my head that I was saying. So look at how nice she dressed up. Beautiful, my co-host here. John is just a typical ass, wearing typical ass things. I try
to follow the rules.
Gorgeous tonight with all the red, and I love it. I love doing this show with you. You know that. I get so excited knowing you're going to come in. We kid around a little bit.
Banter.
You're cute and stuff. Then next week, Rich Walk is back, and it's like, oh, God, can't you get another rash? What are you doing here again?
You're going to give him a complex.
Oh, my God. He just shows up now. Yeah. HIPAA with Richie Rash. We love the Walker, man. He's got a gig tonight, big box. Corporate gig. Go get him, Richie.
Nice.
Go get him. I spoke to him this morning. Also, in fact, from that parking lot at the park, when I was going to work out, I did. Made a lot of phone calls because the meds had just kicked in. It's supposed to be like 2 hours. And I'm like, I haven't spoken to that one in a while. I haven't spoken to this one in a while. Right? And I'm on the phone. I'm going, shoot, it's an hour. I got to work out. And it was so funny. Oh, and I meet a kid down there, young kid. And they locked the fields. The fields are nice. The soccer fields, because I can walk around and good on the knees, do some sprints, whatever, bring my weights in, punch. So this kid's there and they're locked. And I go, bro, they're locked. And he goes, yeah, I never saw them locked before. I said, I always work out here. And I looked at him and I go, get to look like this sitting around, young man. Right? And he kind of chuckles, right? Then a few minutes later, he goes, we're going to hop the fence. Can you do that, old guy? I go, get out of here. He was like, I knew him 30 seconds. He gave me a jab. I love that. Zinger. I gave him a hug. I said, I love you. I love you. He gave me a little jab. It's only been like, 2 minutes.
2 minutes and you hug him. That's not inappropriate at all.
We'll keep you up to date on the meds. Follow me on Facebook to see what I'm doing with the meds. All right. We had the big trip this week.
Yes.
Last week, I did the big trip around the Green Bay, Ohio, Canton, Ohio, Kent, home. And the one day I was home, watched the kids all day. I was exhausted from all of that.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a long
60.
drive.
Oh, that's another thing, by the way, Miss Roseanne Cutie Pie Sorrentino.
What?
You go to Florida with the girls, you flaunted it all over Facebook there, and Johnny's working his ass off. I landed in Green Bay at 9 o'clock at night. Avis gives me keys. My car is on the far end of the parking lot, completely iced. I'm like, I'm going to fall here. Nobody's going to find me till the morning, right? So and there she is. I'm in Florida, right? So I call her to break her chops a little bit, and she says, yeah, I got a lot of old guys hitting on me. This guy I met last night, he was 65. Roseanne, I'm 64.
No,
you keep forgetting when you
75.
You said 60, and then you stuttered and you said 75 because you knew.
I said 75.
You've done this to me how many times in the last few weeks? Oh, yeah, I met this, or this person, Oh, the night you did it last week on the show with the assisted care facilities. You said to the lady, yeah, I know people go in there like 65 to 75. I'm sitting right next to you.
It happens.
65 in February.
Oh.
I want to go down the river in a raft in Colorado. That's what I want to do. That's my big thing. I don't want to jump out of a plane.
No, that's insanity.
No. You never brought the clock, Bob. Oh, I don't even know where I am now. What time is it? All right, we got
we're good.
What is the one thing that you would want to do, bucket list, like not take a chance with your life, but something that's like, woo.
Hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon, yes. Yes.
Almost had an opportunity twice when I went to Napa, and twice
Aren't
they
you
had to
supposed to
cancel
count
it.
up?
It's true. If I don't get it from the beginning, I can't.
We go through this every week.
I'm sorry, audience. I'm talking off camera again, which I shouldn't do.
Shouldn't do that.
I know it's not
HIPAA.
No, no. He puts the clock in front of me because I'm stunad. I need to see. I know.
Now you have to do
I know
math.
the commercials at 8. The break is at 8:15. I'm going to do the pickleball at 8:16. Mary's at 8:17. So I'm looking. It's counting down from 46. I can't do that. I'm not that smart.
It's math. Just look at your clock.
Can you do that? Can you
I'm
keep
looking
me,
at it.
I'm
looking at it. Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't matter.
We should probably take care of all this before we go live. I'm just saying.
All right, so hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon. Hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon. All right, I've never done hot air balloon either. That would be interesting, but I don't want a slow death. Like if I'm going to jump out of a plane, right, and the parachute doesn't open, bada bing, it's over, right? If you go down the river in a raft, you could drown. That could be a little long.
Yeah, that could be.
But not many people, drown the kind of rafting trip I'm going to go. There were 8-year-olds allowed on this trip.
Oh, well, then you should be okay.
No, there's not. That's the one upstate I'm going to go with my family. That's what they got for my birthday. They got for my birthday because if they're watching, they're going to get so pissed. They buy me the worst gifts, and I'm the worst because I'm just like really like my wife. Now my wife gave me a coat yesterday and I don't wear sweaters. A sweater today that she's going to have returned a week before the holiday that she was supposed to give it to me. Because if the coat is the material that I don't like, I don't know. Nobody listens to me.
You're high maintenance. 3
women, nobody listens to me. So, all right, jump out of a plane. We're going to Washington, D.C. I've confirmed it today.
So excited.
Roseanne and I are going. We did a comedy show last month in Washington, D.C., the first fundraiser for the Washington, D.C. EMS and Fire Foundation.
Yeah.
That was a few blocks from the Capitol. They put me up in a wonderful room. I was telling people I was in, right? I told you guys on the air that I was in Lincoln's bedroom. No, not Lincoln's bedroom. Lincoln's mistress's bedroom in the basement of the White House. And they said, let me see a picture. I showed them a picture of the bed. You didn't know any different. So
kind of did.
You did?
Yeah.
You and Les picked it up. You guys.
It looked nothing like a White House bed.
So we're going back to do another show in July when the Metsies are in town. She said to me today she might be able to get a box from one of the politicians. So we could sit in a box, maybe. Can't wear your Met stuff though.
Okay.
Can't wear your Met stuff. That would be fun, right? And then we're gonna do a comedy show.
I'm gonna get Mets underwear just because I'm a rebel.
What kind of underwear?
Mets.
I'm going to wear my SpongeBob still.
You grow animals?
Yeah. The dog was The dog was in the hospital last week. You have dog insurance? You have a dog?
Yes, I have a dog and I have dog insurance.
That's what Richie said to me this morning. Richie knows how to get bargains and stuff. So he's talking to me about Lidl. Am I saying that right?
Oh, yeah, Lidl.
Lidl. I haven't been to Lidl. I go everywhere, but not to Lidl.
You would love Lidl.
In fact, I take the girlie. We go to Moo Cow a lot. Stu Leonard's. They're not cheap, but they have all the buttons. And I take her there like once a week. And the cheese lady, she sits in front of the cheese. That's how I feed my granddaughter. I take her there and she's eating cheese. And, so she's home. So what was I saying? Lidl. So Richie says, oh, my God, the cat food or the cat litter, one or the other, is only $5.66 a bag. I go, I'm heading over there tomorrow, Rich. He goes, oh. He goes,
you don't have a cat?
Do you have a cat? I go, no, then I got a cat. I got the food. I thought it was kind of funny. Richie didn't like it.
Yeah, it's very cheap there. It's very reasonable.
Reasonable. That's what I do with her a lot. We are a few minutes from break.
Yeah.
How was your Florida trip, by the way?
My Florida trip was lovely. It really was, I have to say. We flew Southwest.
Right.
No incident both ways.
No,
so that's always good.
Okay.
We stayed in a beautiful condo.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful condo.
Is it cheaper than a hotel? How many of you guys were in the condo?
There were 4 of us, and it was about $500 a person cheaper.
That much? It was that much a person, though?
Yeah, for a week.
You stayed a whole week?
Yeah, Thursday to Wednesday.
So what was it? $5,000 for the week or something like that?
Not even.
That's then you can make your own breakfast and do your own
No, we didn't do that though.
Did you make dinner at all, or you ate out every night?
We ate out every night. We just went and bought. We went to the.
What was
liquor
in the
store.
fridge? What was the only thing in the fridge? What did you have in there?
Cheese, onion dip, high noons.
Wine.
Wine was not in the fridge. It was on the counter.
Oh, I don't drink
amounts of it.
I don't drink wine, so some you have to keep room temperature. What's in the fridge? White wine?
White wine and Prosecco.
And what?
Prosecco.
Oh, is that like a pretzel?
No, it's Italian champagne.
You guys had a nice trip.
We did have a nice trip.
Really
a lot of
did.
laughs.
I was happy for you.
Thank you.
I was happy for you. I really was. I sincerely was. I need to get a vacation. Every time I get on a plane, it's to work, and it's nice when you get on a plane. I'm going to vacation.
Yeah, you're gonna go and you're gonna do something. That is nice.
My last vacation. Well, we went to Florida a few years ago. I went to Florida with Paul last year, but when I took Santa and them to spring training and we did a few shows, that was so much fun with Pat Marone. Pat Marone told everybody, including as we checked into the hotel, that we were a couple. She says, oh, Mr. LaRocchia, you're in room 203. And he goes, oh no, we're in the same room. We're in the same room. We're a couple. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, yeah, only one bed. And I go, would you stop? Then the waitress at the place, comes out and he's telling, blah, blah, blah. And I did something that's funny because I don't think. Typical. Very cute young waitress, right? And we wanted to send a picture back to Steve Oliva or video back to Oliva. Hey, we're having a great time in Florida, the pretty girl and all that, whatever. So the girl comes to the table and I look at her, again, nothing. And I go, hey, you want to make a video with us? And Pat looks at her and goes, no, here's what he's talking about. We have a friend back there. He wants to just, and I'm like, oh my God, no. Because it took me a little longer than Pat to hit.
Yeah.
But so much fun when you go on the road. That's why the new docuseries that I'm trying to make, it's going to be more about what goes on before and after and the people that you meet on the road, the wonderful people that volunteer for these charities every day, all year. We show up one day, we're doing a comedy show. They're there all year long. The VFWs, the Volley Firehouses, all these places. And I'm not going to say his name yet, but I had a nice Zoom meeting with somebody you probably all know about working with me on all my video projects moving forward because I can't do it.
Look at you.
I can't even.
A cliffhanger.
Oh, well, not a cliffhanger. I want to make sure that we're solid, but he was very excited, and I was excited that he was excited. When you share an idea and you're so excited and you hope that other person is with you and they're excited, and he was excited. So
we have to go to break.
And remember, yes, we have to go to break.
We have to go to break.
I'll tell you at the break what I wanted to tell you.
Okay.
We're going to break. We'll be right back.
Going to break.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualified.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
And we're back.
And we're back. Laughter saves lives. Hit him. Hit him.
Live.
Here at Paradise Studios, the Strong Island
Yes.
Television. And we have our guest, Mary Capone, is here. Now, Mary is not only a stand-up comic, but, you know, I have a stand-up comic on at the end of the show, usually, not every week, but usually do some yucks, we have some fun or whatever. I love when you meet people who are out there donating their time. Hey, listen, everybody writes checks. It's important, okay? You know, you know me. I got a lot of money, always do the money. But to donate your time, you only have so much time. I know it sounds basic,
No,
right?
it's true though.
But Mary donates some of her time to help out people who need food, who need basic food, and she goes once a week, Mary, twice a week,
twice, depending how exhausted I am.
twice a week, and I think that's amazing. I think it's amazing what you do. I haven't seen you in a while to say that to you face to face, but it says a lot about who you are.
I appreciate that.
It says a lot about who you are. And
because I am exhausted today from there.
I
7
bet.
hours.
So where do you
7
do this?
hours.
Where do you do this?
That's a long day.
Yeah, and it's in Farmingdale, in the industrial area,
Right.
and it's people say, oh, we're gonna volunteer, and they don't come.
Right.
So there's a core group of us, I'd say 4, and we have city weeks, which is when once a month we go into the city and we have to make over 200 meals.
In the city?
Well, we split it. We do 140, and then the rest goes to the city. 140 for the island, the remainder to the city. But we used to do 80 meals every Thursday, but we had to bump it up because people are struggling.
People are struggling.
So now we're up to 140, and it's crazy. But we desperately need volunteers. So if anybody wants to volunteer, it's not the glory work. Like my hands are killing me. Like I'm not like crying, but
Right.
I'm so tired today because there was 4 of us. We were there till like 8 o'clock.
All right, so let me
doing
ask you this:
dishes.
you need volunteers.
Yes.
Can people come once a month? Can people come half a day, or you need people to
100%.
come the
You
whole
can come
day?
for an hour. Just help us
Okay.
with dishes. Help us wherever we are in the stage of
Okay.
because we have to cook, cool down, then tin it all. Then we have dishes, and then you have to clean the floors. Like there's a whole bunch of what do you call them? Health.
Yeah, health issues. Yeah, health.
Code,
Yeah,
safety.
department.
Yeah,
Yeah. And you're
That.
volunteering in
There
a
it is.
restaurant.
That's
Oh, what is it?
Department of Health.
Department of Health.
Ding, ding.
In a
I need 5
restaurant.
vans.
In a restaurant.
HIPAA.
HIPAA. In a restaurant, you're getting paid. It's your business. So you're volunteering, and you still got to worry about these health issues. You know, it's like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Now, give me a story. Obviously, no names, whatever. Give me. I'm sure you've been moved a million times, but give me one story. Family came with kids or whatever, or they said something to you. Is there anything that jumps out that?
I'm going to just, something that came to my mind. What I've realized is remembering people's names and not treating them like they're poor. I was on hard times when I first got married. I was on food stamps. We had no money. It was a really tough time. And I did get embarrassed in a food store. So I said, I'm never going to do that. So you just say, hi, how's your day? This and that. And
Right, sure.
hi, Lily. Hi, this one.
Oh, that's great.
Hi, so-and-so.
Right.
And then I joke around because we have a large Latin community. And I always butcher it. I try to speak Italian, Spanish.
It has been a long day for you.
It is. It was a long day yesterday and I haven't recovered. But I try to speak Spanish and they make fun. But it's fine. And then you see the little kids. And then I know we have like stashes of candy. So you run over and you give them candy. And, if some people are very strict when they're like, oh, you can only take one of that. And they're like, oh, okay. And they turn around. I'm like,
yeah. But, the pastor that's on our show.
Oh, the pastor runs it.
Not pastor. She's the one of the for the FDNY, one of the chaplains. Thank you, Ann Cansfield. And she just said that in an email today that she needs somebody to cook December 29th in Brooklyn at her church. And I wrote her back that because I said I'll maybe go in and do it. Just I need to know more about it. But I gotta say, live on the air, I need to go with Mary. Once.
Oh.
Well, I can't commit to every week.
No.
But I need to do it, because you're doing it, and it's a nice thing to do. It's the right thing to do. I have more than enough food. I never have to want for food.
I think of that. I'm like, as much as I want to complain about certain things in my life, and I go, is it that bad?
Mm.
I don't do what you do. I have my best friend. She does that in a church by us, but she always, twice a year, I go with her. Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we deliver the food baskets to the families.
Oh, that's nice.
And if they have kids and stuff, and I say to myself all the time, how lucky I am that you don't have to rely on that. That you're able to take care of your family. So it's a good thing. They need the volunteers. I'm sure every place needs volunteers.
They do.
But,
they do, especially with the economy being in the state it's in, and the price of things is very high. It's funny. I used to take my son as a kid to Thanksgiving at our church, and I noticed that people were just serving because I didn't
not talking
and not talking. So I go, come on, we're sitting at the table and we're talking to people. And of course, the first time I did it, I'm like, so where do you live? I'm like,
hello.
I'm like, you too.
Hello.
But then I'd go every year and they would think like, that's Mary. I'm like, hey. I think they thought I was attending, but who cares? I listen.
No, that's great, Mary. That's great. That's why I wanted to have you on. That's
the only reason.
It's good work. Well, Mary's a comic. Mary's a comic also. She's very funny. And she, like, the other day, she messaged me, right? Hey, John, put me on a show. John, put me on a show,
Oh,
and then I said, all right. I said, come down to the TV show tonight. I'll put you up there. And then she goes, hey, John, could you put me up first? Diva, I said. That's why you never booked.
I'm not a diva.
I know you're not.
I got this shirt from my girlfriend. I'm not a diva.
I know.
Trust me.
So, so tell us what else is going on in your life, Mary.
Well, Christmas shopping.
Ooh.
Everybody's getting nice things this year. Yeah, I went with the smash and grab.
What is that? What is this?
Smash and grab.
You just
quick,
go take
much more affordable. I just walk in, I smash the display, and I run out.
How
So I got it all
everybody's
done
doing
in
the
a
smash
day.
and
That's
grab.
new. That's new.
Could you go to Louis Vuitton for me, please?
Oh, please. I wish I didn't have a conscience because I would do that.
Oh, I know. I don't know how those people.
I wouldn't know.
And then
the
say,
difference.
you're in trouble if you stop me. So good luck.
Yeah.
New Birkin bag.
Crazy. It's
Okay,
crazy.
so
And then,
smash and grab.
I
Good.
just have my dad left to get. He's retired NYPD. Shout
Mhm.
out.
So
Detective.
is he tough to buy for?
Yes, because it's always, I don't need anything.
Yeah, I always
But
want
he's
games.
getting up there in age. I told him last week that I went to see an apartment. I'm like, it's a little pricey. This is his first question. Does it have a bathroom? I'm like, no, Dad, it has a 5-gallon bucket and they run a garden hose through the back window. I was like, how many cases did you solve? I'm like, I'm saying that from stage. He's like, that's not fair.
That's good. They give you the best material sometimes.
Oh, they do. They mispronounce words. We went to Staten Island. We took the Vallisano. I'm like, do you mean Verrazano?
The Vallisano.
You guys are Italian. I have to know if it's just exclusive to
Yeah.
Italians.
Yeah.
Do the men pull their pants up?
What do you
When
mean?
they eat or?
No, just like my uncles, even like they all have their pants like every year hiked up higher
Well,
and higher and higher. On
Let
the
me tell you
waistline.
something. I'm an old Italian guy. I should know.
You don't hike them up.
He doesn't do that.
No,
No.
you don't.
See? I'm
My
not that
uncle-
old.
But you're not
then.
old enough yet.
My uncles,
Yeah,
my
well, yeah.
grandpa. I'm starting to see my brother do it. I'm like, oh.
I don't know. Well, we don't have a lot of men in our family. We scare them all away. So
It's all right. I scared mine
I
away.
have.
yeah.
I have a lot of women.
That's okay because I saw a picture of him. I know I should be telling jokes, but this is a joke. He left me for an Indian woman. We all know that.
Okay.
And pray she's not an Indian giver because I don't want him back.
Right.
But I got to see a picture. My son's always very like.
Right.
So I saw a picture of them. Oh my God. He came into money. She looks like Wildenstein, the woman.
Oh, she had, right. Oh,
that
yeah.
lady. And he looks like he hasn't they're down in Florida. He hasn't put sunscreen on since the day I met
Oh,
him.
wow. That's
He looks
yeah.
a shriveled up mess. I'm like,
You're very happy. There's your Christmas present.
That is a gift.
I
That's a
know.
gift that keeps on
I'm
giving.
like, you know what? I don't care
No?
that I just have Christmas with my cat. I'm kidding.
I'm getting a cat because I got a cat.
Because he wants to get your cat litter now.
I know to go get. Oh my God! I'll give you mine. She's a
Unbelievable.
bitch. She's from a
Unbelievable.
feral community.
No,
You can
I
have
don't
her.
like. I'm not a cat person. I'm not a cat.
I wasn't either, but she came to me on somebody's palm with mud in her mouth, and I couldn't.
You could resist.
And now,
She
if I don't,
repays you by being evil.
yes, you have to see if I go to get her food. She swats like, "Come on, sister, hurry it up, hurry it up, hurry it up." Swats at me.
So what else? Anything else?
Dating, not dating,
Not dating?
on the dating sites again.
Oh.
What's the hot dating site?
Bumble. And I had a guy reach out who was standing next to his Bentley, and I really did this. I wrote back, "Was that guy pissed you were standing so close to his car?"
I love it. Love it.
He
You're
didn't
a
get it.
dick. He
Right?
did. He did. He got
Was
back.
it?
He got back. They like smartasses, but he runs like a nightlife
Yeah, but
thing. And I'm like,
anybody-
yeah, you're a player.
Anybody who would
Yep.
do that, stand next to a Bentley. I mean,
Come on.
I would probably
Yeah.
stand
Look, I
next
got
to like
money,
a bicycle.
girl.
Hi, I have a small
money.
penis.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Can we bleep that? Your
We
penis?
gotta bleep that out.
I think
oh
we might-
no, sorry.
That's
no,
okay.
You can only say big. No,
No.
Yeah, John.
I don't even think you heard it. I don't think they heard it.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
family-friendly show. Sorry.
I might. Oh, can I say? Let me say somebody I know because I'm going to get somebody I know went on a site for the first time.
I saw him there. No, I'm kidding.
No, it was a female. It was called. What was it? Give me the popular ones.
Match.
Hinge.
Plenty of fish.
The one that you meet guys. You're not looking to sleep with somebody right away.
Tinder.
I guess it was that. There's different varying degrees.
I don't know.
All right,
I
so
never
she
did
goes on
Tinder.
there, goes out on the date. What a nice time, nice guy, right? They extended the date a little bit. She goes home and she gets out of a car, and he lives right there,
No.
right across the street.
No.
Just moved in 2 weeks ago, right there.
Oh, that's horrible.
I'll tell you who it is. You're gonna know who it is on the commercial, right there.
That's bad.
That is
Hysterical,
bad.
hysterical.
I went on
Hysterical.
4 dates with a guy. Texted me the next morning. I said, good morning. Never heard from him.
Oh my God. All right, this is a true story, and I made it a joke. But a guy comes in for the kiss, not bad looking, and I was like, oh my God.
Mm.
Like I tried not as dramatic. I was like, and he goes, oh, my breath. I'm like, yeah. And he went and got Tic Tacs, and I was like, oh, unless you're replacing your tooth with that, this isn't happening. Something was dying in there.
Oh.
Now listen, I know my teeth aren't perfect. My best friend, she came over the other day with Invisalign. I'm like, I was thinking of getting that, and she goes, you really should. I was like, oh, like
No.
Bucky Beaver. I'm like looking side. I'm like, yeah, I really should. But,
Mary, are you
need-
performing anywhere over the next few weeks?
well, yeah, I got a private gig. I'm so excited.
Well, it's something
Ooh.
that our viewers can attend.
Oh, I don't know.
Or should they just check out your website?
Oh, I made up cards. They look really cheesy. I'll be handing those out soon.
Nice. If anybody wants
I
a
don't-
card,
I'm
track
just
down-
learning reels. I am social media.
Right.
they're hard to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
They're
It's
hard to
not
do.
easy.
And I keep having the same words. Like I can't change the font and whatever that. But I don't even have where I could put dates and stuff, which, you know what?
Can they Google you? Can
Yes,
these,
Google me, Google me.
her,
And you
she's
put it on,
funny.
she's on
Put it
Facebook.
put it
I'm
this
on
way.
Instagram.
She's gonna be
Yeah.
on a Laughter Saves Live show in the coming months. She's demanded it. She
You-
wants it. She's gonna get it.
Because I'm throwing everything
Yeah.
out there.
Because
Anybody
she
that wants to book me.
volunteers and she's a good person and she's funny.
And now we have to go to break.
We do. That's
Yes.
what I was just getting into.
I was just
Are you
wanted
the
to make
break
sure.
girl tonight?
Well, apparently I am.
All right.
Hi, I'm Arthur Lee, founder, CEO, and inventor of LifeVac, a simple rescue device that can save a child's life in a choking emergency. All these people were saved with LifeVac. People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those is a child. As simple as place, push, pull.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
Not only, we're
right.
back already? We're
We are
back?
back.
Oh, we're not centered. Hurry up.
All right,
Well,
relax.
professional.
Don't worry.
You
This
just
has
said
not been professional since we were on the
We
air.
are back. Laughter Saves Lives and live from Strong Island Television. We are going to bring out.
Wait,
you know what?
But
I
before
forgot
we
to-
do,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Mary wanted to say it's the Hope for the Future Ministries in Farmingdale.
Yes.
And you can go online and see how you can help them.
Yes. Oh, you are good tonight. Yes. Oh my God. All right. So our next guest, I actually was out in Ohio this week. I drove 10 hours. The trip is 6.5 hours, but I'm old. I had to pee 10 times. And
You
so
love to
I get
stop.
out.
You love to
I do
stop.
love to stop and stretch and stuff, but I do have to pee a lot. Oh, you went on a short trip with me.
Mhm.
We went to, where did we go? To Jersey. So in my class, we're going to Ohio. We're going to go back to do Kent and Canton, a comedy show next year sometime. Kent would be our second show. They're only about 35 minutes, so it'll be one night. The second night, and I met this gentleman in the class. Let's bring him in, Eric Druland. Eric, pronounce his name. Durland. I'm sorry. I should have put it phonetically on here.
Yeah, I had no shot of you getting that right today.
So it's good to see you again, Eric.
Hi,
Nice to
Eric.
be here, John. I'm a little disappointed, though. You didn't ask me what I was wearing.
I did not. And I didn't ask her. Let's. Somebody just tuned in, like my family. I meant to ask what you're wearing tonight. And okay. So Eric's getting me in trouble already. So, Eric, first of all, you guys took such good care of me coming out there, being away from home. I felt so comfortable. We had some laughs. You guys learned something, I hope. We had a good time. Class was good.
Yeah, so class was real good.
Your enthusiasm's killing me, Eric. Killing me.
Yep, we learned a lot. Everybody should call you for all those classes.
Oh, that's very kind. Very kind.
That's what he wanted you to say.
Yeah.
Good job.
So it was nice. We were in Canton, Ohio. Ladies are in the studio here. What is Canton, Ohio? I shouldn't say ladies. That's not racist. That's
No, it's fine. I'm
no,
a
no,
lady.
it's not. It's what is it?
Sexist?
Sexist. That's a sexist comment.
No, because I'm a lady.
Yeah, but I should say Bobby and ladies. I'm assuming you guys don't know football, which is wrong. Canton, Ohio is where the Hall of Fame is.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So I'm sexist. I'm back to being sexist. But I didn't go because I'm not a big football guy anyway. I didn't go. Nice little town there. But what do you guys do there? Explain what the class, who we were teaching. What do you guys do?
All right. So you were training the Stark County Hazmat team, which is the team that covers the county around Canton. So a bunch of firefighters from different departments that comprise that team.
Wow, you know about that stuff?
I fake it. They don't know. They don't know. So I taught them a $120,000 meter that they're going to use for liquids and solids. Put a drop. That's all you need is a drop or a little bit of a solid, and it might be able to tell you what it is. So it's hazmat teams going. You could bring this right into the hot zone, right into the area where the spill is. Test. Or you can bring the samples out to it. It's a wonderful piece of equipment. I'm going to give them a little plug.
It was.
Scientific has been wonderful to me since I retired by giving me assignments around the country and being able to support Paula's Amazon Prime problem. And it is a problem.
It's not a problem.
So we were talking during the class, and Eric, I said, Eric, I would love to come back and do a show for a charity you guys support. And one of the guys said, Eric runs a charity. And it's something that I would have never come across because I'm not a hunter. You know, we don't hunt out in Long Island that much. Tell us what this charity is that you started and you run.
All right. So it was actually started by a friend of mine that was a patient advocate for the Veterans Administration. And he had a friend that was a World War II vet. and the World War II vet said he wanted to go hunting again. He was 96. So we decided that we weren't going to stick him out in the woods and let him freeze his little behind off and wait for Bambi to come through. So we decided we're going to build a blind off the ground so he can sit in that, be comfortable, be warm. So we did. Got him out there to hunt again and started talking and figured out there's other veterans out there that might not have that opportunity or aren't able to get out there, disabled for some reason. Maybe we could build some blinds for them to get them out and enjoy the outdoors again. So we started building hunting blinds for disabled veterans.
That's
kind of how our foundation took off.
Eric, can you explain for people that don't hunt or whatever what a blind is?
For us, you can go to the store and buy a blind that might be like a ladder you stick up in a tree that maybe somewhere you can stand up there and kind of see down on the game you're trying to hunt, typically deer. We're actually building things that are about a 6 foot by 6 foot deck, so to speak, about 10 feet off the ground that has almost a little bit of a house built around it. Mm-hmm. So it's a very comfortable, very plush, a little heater in there, little maybe a funnel and a tube going outside for a little bit of facilities if you're stuck there,
Gotcha.
To allow the hunters to sit up there all day and be comfortable and still hunt.
So you have a bathroom in the blind in the woods, kind of in there, and poor Mary didn't have her apartment.
Yeah, it was a little bit better than her apartment. It sounded like, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. I don't hunt. You don't hunt, right? You don't hunt. But there are veterans out there who have served our country, who want to do some normal things again, but can't because they were injured, lost a leg, lost an arm, whatever it is. And you guys are making them feel a little normal again, a little back to where they were before the injury.
Absolutely. Our last one had a left below the knee amputee. So he struggled to get around. We found a way to get him up to the blind easier. So he could actually get out there and enjoy hunting again where he hadn't in years. And he just actually texted me about a week ago that he got a deer this year. So it was fantastic to actually see that. He was very happy about it. It couldn't make us any happier to see him out there and enjoying himself again.
Is there an average cost? And also, you want to give a plug to the lumber company?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Lowe's Home Improvement provided all of the lumber for the last 3 builds we've done, which has been fantastic.
That's nice.
26 or 28 volunteers that showed up to build these blinds on a day. Restaurants that showed up to provide us lunch. Nice. It's just been fantastic.
And it's like I was talking to Mary. Mary goes out and Mary volunteers and she volunteers her time. There's something to be said for how that makes you feel. You can't duplicate that feeling with any money. I don't care how much money, when we used to do the shows at the Veterans Hospital, which we're hoping we're going to get back to, and you leave there, you're like, man, I did something good today with my time. I really did something good. You guys must feel amazing when you finished and you see these guys climb in there and, smile.
Yeah, when you see the smile on their face of them sitting up there, just sitting there enjoying themselves, you can't put a price on that. It's just unbelievable.
And the camaraderie that develops from
yeah.
just helping somebody out, you meet new friends, you network. It helps everybody. Everybody.
Absolutely. The matter of fact, that last one with the gentleman with the below the knee left amputee, 2 blinds before that, we had a gentleman with a right leg amputee. He came out to visit him, and they sat there and talked about things for an hour while we were doing the build. It was great to see them together.
Correct. I thought you were going to say they ordered shoes together.
No, they did lean on each other as they walked around, but it was okay.
It's not right, Eric. It's not right. Give me another story of another guy, the amputees. Give me one more story that jumps out at you about something that happened, build a blind, give me one more.
All right. We had a gentleman that was really struggling to go outside. Couldn't really get off his 4-wheeler. He could drive it around, but couldn't get anywhere. We actually built a blind for him. He could drive his 4-wheeler right up to the stairs, climb up the stairs there. He sat up there almost every evening for a month when it wasn't even hunting season, just to sit up there and have his own little place. He felt like it was where he could sit and be by himself and just ponder things. And he didn't even hunt up there, didn't care. Just had a place to go.
That's nice. Well, it gives it, it gives us a little sense of normalcy back and things they used to enjoy, and that's important for your mental well-being too.
Absolutely, we all need that. Anything else you want to ask, Eric? What's your next build? When is your next build? You have one lined up?
We are looking for a veteran right now. We've got a couple that we've been talking to about possibly doing a build. We did a little bit of a chapel project this past summer, which was out of our normal.
That's right.
And we're not going to do any more of that. That was way too big a project. It was fantastic, but it was huge. We're going to go back to kind of our bread and butter.
Where did you build that chapel?
We built that chapel in a place called Freedom Farm, which is a horse farm for disabled veterans. So they can check out that website, which is Whispering Grace Horses at Freedom Farm.
Whispering
Grace
Horses at Freedom Farm.
Yeah, I want to get them on. I talked to you about that on the show also. That sounds like a wonderful place.
That is an incredible charity.
Are there any other things you can build besides the for the hunting? Have you been asked besides the chapel, things that are a little easier? Do you think you'll expand, branch out, or?
Right now, we're trying to keep it small again because it got so big with that chapel project.
Yeah.
We have been asked a little bit about maybe some tiny homes for some veterans that are misplaced. And possibly that might be something in the future. We'll see how that goes. But we're going to try to stick with the blinds for now and keep moving forward with that.
Have you done any fundraisers other than the Laughter Saves Lives comedy show we'll be doing next year?
We have actually only ever done one fundraiser. So far, we've done well by word of mouth, by a couple of organizations that have donated money, which was fantastic. We did a raffle here this past month to raise a little bit of money. But honestly, with Lowe's doing what they've done for us, we haven't really needed a whole lot.
Okay.
The volunteers have been fantastic. Their time has been incredible.
Well, we could do this, Eric. We could do this. We can come out and it could be part fundraiser, part free show for these veterans.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
sure that they would love that.
And Roseanne's going to be in charge of this show, so she will be.
Well, I haven't heard Roseanne yet. Is she funny?
Yes.
When I can get a word in edgewise.
I can see that being a problem.
I'm sorry, I'm on the meds. But yeah, we'll do Kent, and then we'll come down to Canton or over wherever you are, over down. It'll be a fun trip.
I'm looking forward to that. I think it will as well.
All right, and don't forget, if you need a few $100s for something, we can write you a check. You just said you don't really need that much money, but I'm saying Laughter Saves Lives would be more than happy to. We don't have a whole lot of money in the account, but I can write a check for a few $100s if you need it for a specific job. All right.
Well, I'm gonna give you the website in case anybody wants to kind of check us out.
Please, I have it. Good.
It's Veterans Outdoor Adventures, so it's voaohio.com, and that shows all the pictures of our builds, the different veterans we've helped out.
Yeah,
it's all right on there for people to check out.
If you want to check it out, people go there. Give it one more time.
voaohio.com.
All right, Eric. Thanks so much for
Eric.
taking the time. It's good to see you again, and we'll be talking soon.
All right, fantastic. Nice to see you.
All right, we'll
Bye-bye.
be going to break, and we'll be right back.
Now money to like foundations or. All right, we're gonna go to break.
The Arbors Assisted Living is the premier yet affordable all-inclusive assisted living option with 5 communities on Long Island in Nassau and Suffolk counties. The Arbors promotes living life to the fullest by providing a wide range of activities, amenities, and events. You get all care, all services, all amenities, all included. Call 866-THE-ARBORS. That's 866-THE-ARBORS.
And we're back.
With Laughter Saves Lives Live. We bring in comic Allison Persky. Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah, you did.
And I'm so bad because I never asked before. I have
did
days to ask this girl how do you pronounce it, and I got it right.
Hey now.
How are you?
Happy Hanukkah. Thank you.
Yes, we
you just
we did the Hanukkah thing correctly.
Yes.
I really enjoy the representation.
Yes, we consult with Les Deegan on what lights are supposed to be lit to make sure.
Yes.
And Les puts us in the right place. I called him from the bank the other day because everybody in the bank was Catholic the other day. And the lady's like, she puts up the menorah and I go, Chick, you got to light some lights. She goes, which ones? I go, stand by.
To be
Les, I'm in the
continued.
bank. He's great.
And you just had a great show.
Yes,
Yes.
I did. It was a fundraiser for Israel, and we raised almost $4,000.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have a donor that's going to match it.
Love it.
Wow, that's
So
great.
we're still raising money for it.
Great.
And so yeah, people can still donate.
That's fantastic.
I love when comics do this kind of stuff, right? It's, can you book me? Can you do? And that's important. Don't get me wrong. I don't care who asked me. Nobody's ever bothering me. You have a show. You can book me. And I said to Allison this afternoon, the key is for comics, be funny.
Yeah.
You got to start there, and you got to be fair, because you can't be mad at a booker if you're not putting in the time. This chick is putting the time. I follow on Facebook. I always see her name out there, just like you did, and your daughter. And it's like, please be funny, because I want to book you. You know what I'm saying? When somebody puts the time in, because then you see a video and you're like, oh, I can't book it. You know what I mean? You can't. And then they get mad at me, and it's a whole big thing. But I'm nice. I'm nice. But people want me to put on a quality show.
Right.
Yeah.
So Allison is going to be on a future show. Les Deegan gave it a.
So then that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Got the thumbs up
She's
from
like, I
Les.
sent you a video. I go, you don't understand. Les Deegan. Yeah, but John, the videos. I go, Les.
I know.
Les is the man.
He's-
Les is the man.
He is. He's the
Right?
funniest, nicest man in comedy. So if I get the approval from him,
Oh, he's a Laughter Saves Lives president. He's the sale president.
oh wow.
Charges of sales.
President of sales.
President of sales. So, Allison, let's talk. You're out there doing your shtick. What's going on?
Yeah. So I actually just started working at a prison.
Nice.
Yeah. Some people actually call it a preschool, but the same rules apply. You know, you can't show fear. They will use anything as a weapon. Most of all, their words. Like one of them just said to me, "Your belly has a belly." Like they don't even like go into "Are you pregnant?" anymore. No, they go straight to the chase. Like there's no miracle inside of you. You're just large. But you know what? It's fine because I knew that I had to go on a diet because I just went to the pharmacy with my husband and we went to get some KY jelly and he got really excited. I'm like, relax. I need something to take this wedding ring off. But I actually am into body positivity. Like I've been looking into these boudoir pictures. Have you heard of this?
Oh yes, I've heard.
No.
Oh, okay. Let me
Boudoir.
ask
Is
you
that a
this.
bedroom? Boudoir?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's speak
Okay.
French. So,
Yeah, I might speak
all right.
French. One
So
word.
these-
Boudoir.
Boudoir. So there's these sexy pictures and women take them to make them feel so inspired and so empowered. And after I'm looking through the samples, it really did inspire me to become a lesbian.
They're fully clothed, though.
They are. So anyone can do it and it just makes you feel good. So
I can do it.
you can do it.
I did them once.
Oh,
you
did
did
you?
boudoir
I
pictures?
did years ago
boudoir
for my
pictures?
first ex-husband.
Oh.
Oh, so wait, these
You
pictures.
shouldn't have been-
These pictures are just for your sweetie pie.
Yes.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
like
You're not posting them on Facebook.
Yeah, it's not like you're a fan.
Excuse me. Have you seen some of the pictures people
Yes.
post? Okay.
Yes.
So
I have, but it's not like that. Like people do it for Valentine's Day and
right.
stuff.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Or
a nice
sometimes
gift
women just do it for them.
for themselves.
To feel
Yeah,
good.
Like Miley
to
Cyrus.
remember the-
Flowers. What's the song? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can buy her own.
Yeah. I love that song.
Yeah.
HIPAA.
We don't own the rights to that music.
If I sing it, I don't think nobody's gonna. And I keep talking. I'm just getting my lights.
Okay.
Yeah, get my lights
He's
straight.
getting
I'm
ready
sorry.
for his boudoir.
Yeah, my boudoir lights.
That's exactly. That's what he would wear for a boudoir picture. Yeah.
Giving up on boudoir pictures.
I have to do the comedy thing because I have 2 kids and it's really hard. They always want me to play with them, but whenever I do, they're always whining, but mommy, we don't want to play mahjong.
Jeez, kids.
I know. What's wrong with them?
They're annoying.
Is mahjong the one with the tiles?
Yes.
Is that the one?
It's the Jewish game.
Oh, it's a Jewish game? I didn't even know.
No, I think it's Asian, but like the Jews took.
Aren't the tiles though written in a different language?
Yeah, or something like that.
Well, funny story.
And this
My office is the back room of Panera in Belmore. That's why I call my office because it's a separate room. So I'll go in there and I'll say to people sometimes, it's my office. You're in my office. And I get so there was a bunch of ladies playing mahjong, and I did the whole as my kids say,
Yeah,
hey,
they
ladies, it's my office. They laugh. So I stood up at one point and I stood over the lady's shoulder and I go, ma'am, if you're playing Scrabble, you're screwed. And she laughed. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, I took it.
You make a lot of noise when you play that game, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of noises
Yes.
and
Yeah.
like smacks and bangs.
I know,
right?
But it's interactive.
Yeah.
Is that part of the game? I thought they were just dumping the towels to start all over.
No, that's part of the game.
What? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. We'll play.
I can't play such a sophisticated
No, I
game.
can't.
I've never spoken this much about mahjong in my life.
I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. Too much mahjong.
Too much mahjong.
So have your kids been enjoying Hanukkah?
Yes, they have because they get a present a night. So, I mean, it's always hard to compete with Christmas, obviously. But, at least with Hanukkah, you don't have to do Elf on the Shelf.
That's true. Yes, that is true.
And it's like my kids are the ones who cause chaos all over my house. Why do I need little elves to help assist with that? Like, I don't need any more help to get my house ruined.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why I actually just brought my son to a play date because I needed the break. But when I went to pick him up, the mother was so nasty to me. I'm like, what's the problem? And she's like, you dropped him off 3 days ago.
Take a joke, lady.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on.
I love that. I love the first birthday party where it's the drop-off birthday party.
Oh, that's nerve-wracking.
And you like skipping. Nerve-wracking. I was skipping back to the car. I'm like, I'm going to go food shopping by myself.
I know.
That's how my son and his wife, they dropped them off at some party. And I'm like, what? You just left them there? I stand outside. I wait outside. I get too nervous.
No.
I know.
Bye-bye.
I know.
Yeah. Well, for Hanukkah, I actually decided I don't want to get big gifts really anymore. I want to do experiences.
Okay.
So I decided to have my kids experience boot camp. Like, bye, children. See you later. But yeah, no, I mean, you gotta love kids, right? You gotta love your kids.
Yeah, you have to. It's the law, I think.
It's the law.
It's the law.
I mean, there's got to be some good things about them, right? Like baby cuddles, right?
Baby
There's
cuddles.
nothing better than baby cuddles.
No, there isn't.
Except sleep.
Except
I
for
know
when your 28-year-old daughter still tries to get baby cuddles, and you're like, you're just too big for this. Get away from me.
She's like towering over you.
Oh, I get up early. I get up at 7:37. If my daughter's off, my 23-year-old daughter, if I get up at 7, I intend on going back to bed. I go back. She's already in my bed. She loves to sleep in my bed. And so well, not all night. I'm saying she loves to be.
No hope.
She's working full time. She's doing the whole thing. She's doing great. But she just loves her mama.
Yep.
Loves her mama. And the pup too.
I know. I feel like I shouldn't have cuddled with my pup. I'm like wearing my pup.
Yeah, well,
on me tonight.
That's just one of the hazards of having a dog. You're just gonna.
It's glitter.
You're
It's
always
dog
gonna
glitter.
be in dog hair, so.
So
just
you
accept
were
it.
at the brokerage the other night.
Yes,
And I think I saw some flyers. You have some other shows locally coming up. No.
Yeah, I'm doing a John Butera's contest. It's
You can't mention John Butera's name on John LaRogan. HIPAA.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
John Butera.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing someone's contest.
Good luck.
Thank you. It's Saturday at 9:30 at the Giggle Room.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So that's my next gig.
And one of the prizes if you won the contest is what?
To be on this show.
No, not this show. A live Laugh to Save Lives comedy show.
A live comedy show, which
Well,
is
let's make
super
it this
exciting.
show. This way, if you win, I'm already covered.
I just doubled the prizes. Thank you. You're welcome.
No, John does great work out there for up-and-coming comics. I have to tell you, in Long Island, if he wasn't doing this stuff, I don't know where this comics would get in stage time. I really don't.
That's how I started. He took a chance on me, and here I am.
And you're doing great.
And
you're
here
going to
it
be on
is.
Laugh to Saves Lives show soon. In fact, 229. We never showed the flies. We never did the pickleball segment.
We ran out of time.
And we're out of time. We're out of time, right, Bob? Flyer, January 27th. Wantor Fire Department. We got Sandy. We got Mike Keegan. We got John LaRocchia. and I can't read his name, but he's our headliner. Rico's, this show Allison's going to be on, and Roseanne, something I'm trying, rising comic show, a lot of comics, 5 to 7 minutes, little fundraiser for Laugh to Save Lives, and the Heather Pendergast Fund. We're going to Dallas in April for the stair climb, raising some money for the stair climb. That's good. That's good.
All right.
All right. So we'll talk about pickleball next week. Playoffs are on Monday. We're in 8th place.
Is next week the Christmas show?
Next week is the big Christmas show where everybody's going to be in studio wearing dopey things. Like this week, only one person.
I was going to say.
Good night, everybody. Laugh to Save Lives. We're going to the diner.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer that circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.